stopped announcing every move before the work had time to breathe. Some dreams become much stronger when nobody else is watching them leave. I used to need a witness for each promise that I kept, like progress only counted when somebody showed respect. Now I know the quiet mornings, the decisions no one sees, build a stronger kind of confidence than public victories. No audience needed, no applause behind the door. I can know that I am changing without proving I am more. There were people who supported only versions they could name. When I moved beyond their picture, they decided I had changed. They were right, but not the way their disappointment tried to mean. Growth can look like disobedience to someone comfortable with who you used to be. I kept going without arguing, did not turn it into war. Some boundaries explain themselves when you stop returning to the door. No audience needed, no applause behind the door. I can know that I am changing without proving I am more. Tonight the room is empty, still the work remains complete. Private discipline is powerful, it does not need to speak. I do not need permission to respect the life I made. Some victories grow quietly because they were never built for praise. No audience needed.
Quiet hours charge a different kind of price. Every thought I kept avoiding once a minute of the night. Daylight lets me hide behind appointments and replies, but the room gets more direct when there is nowhere left to drive. I have called exhaustion discipline for longer than I should. Made a home inside the pressure because pressure looked productive. People praised the way I carried what was slowly wearing through. Nobody could see the difference between strength and being used. Quiet hours tax the mind. Every unpaid thought arrives, but I do not owe each worry every minute of my life. I can hear the old instructions in the language of my fear. Move fast to stay useful, never let the weakness appear. But the voice has lost authority the more I understand. It was built inside a season where survival made the plans. Now I work without confusing every outcome with my worth. I can care about the future without punishing the present. There is nothing weak in resting when the body asks for space. There is wisdom in protecting what ambition might erase. Tax the mind. Every unpaid thought arrives. I acknowledge what is real, then let the rest wait outside. city breathes under glass, every light a living room, every road is carrying someone. Through a private kind of truth, from this height the noise is softened, every argument looks small. But distance does not make us wiser, it just lets us see it all. I have spent the night remembering the versions I became. Some were built for self-protection, some were shaped by other names. The city breathes under glass.
The city breathes.
Nothing here is standing still.
Moving still.
You can watch the whole world moving without asking where it will.
Where it goes.
There are people waking early. There are people ending shifts. Someone just received an answer, someone learned to live with it. Every window holds a question. Every shadow has a cost. We are never truly separate, we are differently lost. I used to want a life that looked complete from far away. Now I want one that feels honest when nobody comes to stay. The city breathes under glass.
The city breathes.
Nothing here is standing still.
Moving still.
You can watch the whole world moving without asking where it will.
Where it goes.
Morning gathers at the edges, blue is turning into gray. I don't need a revelation to begin another day. I can leave with less confusion, even if the truth is small. I am one light in the city, I was never meant to carry on. City breathes under glass.
The city breathes.
Every window becomes bright.
Every window.
What I learned inside the darkness does not disappear with light.
The dark, the light.
Neon doesn't know me, it just paints me when I pass. Blue across the windshield, pink reflections on the glass. I used to think the city held an answer in its noise. Thought attention meant direction, thought reaction meant a choice. Every room was full of strangers, trying hard to look complete. Everybody selling versions they could barely afford to keep. Neon doesn't know me, it cannot measure what I hide. It can make the surface brighter, it cannot tell me what is right. I stopped treating every entrance like a chance to prove my name. Some doors only lead to places where the faces stay the same. Now I drive without performing, let the silence hold the wheel. There is nothing wrong with living more privately than people feel. I can matter without glowing, I can grow outside the frame.
downside conditions that were never guaranteed. Built a hallway out of questions, then complained I could not leave. I do not need complete assurance before taking one true step. Confidence is not a forecast, it is movement without proof yet. Some decisions will be messy, some directions will be wrong, but a mistake can teach me something. Waiting only keeps me gone. I can change what needs correction, I can stop when something fails, but I cannot build a future only reading possible trails. The weight of maybe does not have to stay. I can choose with what I know and learn the rest along the way.
I remember every room where I learned to make myself smaller. Yeah. I remember every room where I learned to make myself smaller. How to laugh before the insult, how to speak without becoming a problem. Some walls knew every version that I built to keep the peace. They watched me call it loyalty when I was frightened people might leave. I don't hate the rooms behind me, they protected what they could. But protection turns to prison when you stay beyond the good. There are rooms that I outgrew before I found the door. Places that once held my life could not hold me anymore. I still know the floorboard noises, still remember every chair, still can feel the old permission that I needed to exist there. But memory is not a contract, gratitude is not a chain. I can honor what once saved me without needing it again. There are rooms that I outgrew, and the leaving made me grieve. Sometimes growth is simply knowing what can no longer let you breathe. I closed the door without a speech, no final audience was there. The room remained exactly as it was. I became someone elsewhere.
One more block before I turn, one more corner, one more light. Nothing waiting in the distance, just more room inside the night. I have spent the day reacting, letting urgency decide. Now I walk without a purpose, and the noise
voice begins to slide. One more block, let the pace reset my head. Some thoughts become much lighter when the body moves instead. Every window holds a person living somewhere I can't see. Every stranger has a history that will never mention me. I was angry at a sentence that was spoken hours ago. Built a trial in my imagination. Let the final judgment grow. One more block, let the pace reset my head. Not every painful moment needs a war before the bed. Waits behind me. I can turn whenever I choose. Sometimes peace is only walking until anger loses shoes. Dust on the trophy that I thought would change my life. I remember how I wanted it, the promises attached. Thought the room would feel different, thought the doubt would disappear. But success can enter quietly and leave the old questions there. I am proud of what it took. I just know what it is not. It is evidence of effort, not a cure for every thought. Dust on the trophy. Time has softened every shine. What I earn can still be worthy without becoming who I am. I have watched people protect an old achievement like a throne. Keep repeating one good season because the future felt unknown. But the past is not a shelter. It is something to respect. I can place it on the shelf without demanding it come next. The work that matters most now does not come with polished gold. It is keeping certain promises when nobody needs to know. Dust on the trophy. Still I value what it meant. But a life cannot keep living inside one accomplished event.
reply needed. I just wanted this to land. Not to restart what was finished. Not to make you understand. There were words I kept rehearsing because silence felt unfair. But the goal was never closure. If I needed you to care. So I wrote without a question, without bait beneath the line. Said the part that still felt honest, left the outcome out of mine. No reply needed, nothing waiting at the end. Some messages are not a doorway, they are how a chapter ends. I respect the life between us, I respect the life beyond. Both can exist together without asking who was wrong. There were things I could have handled with more patience and more truth. There were things I should not carry only because they came from you. I am not requesting mercy, I am not reopening pain. I am not reopening pain, I am giving back the silence, what I no longer need to name. No reply needed, let the message simply be. Sometimes speaking without asking is how language sets you free.
Not every exit needs a fire. Not every leaving needs a scene. You can recognize the damage without becoming something mean. I have stayed to prove a point long after nothing could be saved. Thought endurance made me loyal. Thought departure made me afraid. But a boundary without action is a sentence people test. You can state it every morning, they will study what you accept. Soft exit, no revenge beneath the door. I don't need to break the building just because I live there no more. I returned what was not mine, kept the language short and clear. Did not list 100 failures to explain why I'm not here. Some people need a villain when they lose control of you. Let them tell whatever story helps them live with what is true. I am not required to answer every version they create. Peace does not need public approval. Distance does not need debate. Soft exit, No revenge beneath the door. I can leave with both hands empty and still know what leaving was for.
Hey. Soft static. The ceiling knows the stories I don't tell when morning comes. Every version of the argument, every place I should have run. It has watched me build conclusions from a look, a pause, a tone. Watch me turn a small uncertainty into evidence alone. At night the mind is talented at making fear look wise. It puts a suit around assumption, calls the worry organized. The ceiling knows, but it never takes a side. It just holds the dark above me while the loudest thoughts subside. I have learned not every question should be answered from the bed. Some concerns belong to daylight, some are products of the head. So I name what I can verify, separated from the guess. Truth becomes a little clearer when imagination does less. I can wait until the morning before deciding what is real. Sleep is not avoiding problems, it can change the way they feel. The ceiling knows, but it never gives advice. It just waits until my breathing makes the room become its size. Offline for the night, every signal can wait. I have given enough attention to whatever passed the gate. There is always one more headline, one more stranger with a view, one more reason to compare a private life with something edited and new. I can feel the nervous habit of refreshing what I know. Nothing changed within the minute, still the hand returns to scroll. Offline for the night, let the room become complete. I don't need the whole world speaking while I'm trying to hear me. remember older evenings when the hours had more space, when boredom opened doorways that no algorithm could replace. I would think without performing. I would listen to a track. I would let a single question move around and wander back. Tonight I choose that distance, not because the world is bad, but because a mind needs silence to remember what it has. Offline for the night, every signal can survive. I am not becoming absent, I am returning to my life.
Between two decisions, there is space nobody sees. One road feels familiar, one looks closer to belief. I keep asking for a signal large enough to kill the doubt, but certainty is often what a frightened mind invents. Every choice removes a future, every yes contains a loss. Freedom is not endless options, it is choosing what they cost. Without fear, the quiet one may know the answer before logic makes it clear. I list every likely outcome, every risk that I can name. Still, a life is not a spreadsheet. Some true things escape the frame. I know what keeps me comfortable, I know what makes me grow. The difficult part is admitting they are rarely the same road. I do not need a perfect future, I need one that feels like mine. A direction worth correcting is still better than a sign. Between two decisions, I let urgency depart. Then I choose with all the knowledge in my head and in my heart.
Gives no applause when you make the better choice. No crowd appears at midnight when you discipline your voice. Nobody sees the morning when you show up tired but clear. Nobody hands out trophies for confronting private fear. The work becomes a person. Every habit leaves a trace. is kept in silence slowly changes how you stand. A city without applause still remembers what you build, not through statues or attention, through the life your actions filled. I have chased external proof until the proof became a cage. Needed strangers to confirm I had earned another page. Now I value quiet progress, things impossible to post. Better sleep, a cleaner conscience, fewer people kept too close. I can walk through crowded streets without demanding to be known. There is dignity in building something honest on your own. A city without applause, lights keep moving while I stand. I don't need the world to notice for the work to shape my hands.
Difficult when I finally stopped agreeing. Called me distant when I noticed what the closeness had been costing. Called me selfish for protecting what they treated as available. Every label had a purpose, keep the old arrangement stable.
There are names I no longer answer to, descriptions built by people losing access. They can repeat them in whatever room they choose. A label is not truth because it travels.
They called me cold when I stopped carrying their weather. Called me changed as if becoming was a promise broken forever. I had spent years being easy, softening each boundary line. They preferred the version of me that abandoned herself on time.
There are names I no longer answer to, descriptions built by people losing access. They can repeat them in whatever room they choose. A label is not truth because it travels.
I am not the villain for becoming more direct. I am not ungrateful for requiring basic respect. We can hear the old names calling. We do not have to turn. Some identities are given, others have to be unlearned. There is space after no, where the guilt tries to begin. It asks whether I was cruel, whether I should let them in. I was trained to add a reason, then another after that. Every boundary needed evidence. Every limit needed facts. But no can be complete without a courtroom or defense. I can care about a person and still honor common sense. There is space after no. Let the silence stay intact. I don't need to fill the distance just because they might react. People used to easy access may describe a limit as harm. They may call your peace rejection when they lose the open arm. I can listen to their feelings. I can understand the pain. Understanding is not duty to repeat the past again. There is space after no. I can breathe inside the gap. Their disappointment is a feeling, not an order to go back. I said no without aggression. I said no without attack. Then I let the word remain there without taking the boundary back.
There is blue before morning, not the dark and not the day. A color made for people who are somewhere in between. Yeah. I have spent the night reviewing every road that brought me here. Some were chosen out of courage, some were chosen out of fear. Still they formed a single journey. Every wrong turn left a mark. I would not possess this language without walking through the dark.
Blue before morning, nothing finished, nothing lost. Every future has a doorway. Every doorway has a cost. I used to need a clean beginning, something separate from before. Now I know the past comes with me, just not everything it wore.
I can carry forward wisdom without carrying the shame. I can honor who protected me, and still become another name. The city starts beneath us. Yeah. Every window finds its light. No one knows what we survived inside the privacy of night. Blue before morning, let the final rhythm breathe. Change does not arrive completed. It begins when we believe.
We do not need an answer large enough to fill the sky. Sometimes
comes the morning, the room slowly becomes clear. Nothing changed in one conclusion, but we learned why we are here.
Neon on the dashboard, blue across my hands. Every street looks temporary when you stop demanding plans. I used to need a destination just to justify the drive. Now the movement is enough to make me feel a little more alive. Neon on the dashboard, quiet engine underneath. Some nights do not give directions, they just give the mind relief. There are things I never answered, names I stopped explaining to. Not every door behind me needs another final view. Neon on the dashboard, quiet engine underneath. Some nights do not give directions, they just give the mind relief. I watched my old reflection in the window of a store. He looked like someone waiting for permission at the door. I don't blame him for the caution, he was learning how to stand. But I cannot keep returning to the limits that he planned. Every light becomes the past. I don't need to hold the moment just because it cannot last.
Elevator lights moving slowly past my face. Every floor has someone understand. To call movement an achievement, to call stopping something bad. But a pause can hold a warning, a delay can save a life. Not every open doorway leads to somewhere that is right. Elevator lights, soft reflection in the steel. Sometimes being undecided is the most honest thing you feel. When the doors finally open, I will know which step is mine. Until then I let the silence move at its own quiet time. When the doors finally open, I will know which step is mine. Until then I let the silence move at its own quiet time.
The signal started breaking 20 miles beyond the town. Every song became a whisper, every voice a fading sound. I kept turning through the stations, looking for something I knew. But the farther that I traveled, the less the old words sounded true.
There is static between stations. There is silence between lives. There are moments without answers where a different self arrives.
I remember all the places where I learned to keep things small. How familiar can become another word for being held. I don't hate the life behind me, I just cannot stay the same. Some roads take away the signal, so you finally hear your name.
There is static between stations. There is silence between lives. There are moments without answers where a different self arrives.
I can hear you through the distance, not the words, but something real. Maybe clarity is not a voice, maybe it is what remains when signals disappear.
Let the radio keep searching. Let the empty highway run.
We don't need the old transmission to become what we become. In the rain, every letter running down. Directions lose their meaning when you no longer know the town. I used to trust the symbols, every arrow, every name. Now I know a road can guide you and still lead you back the same. Blue signs in the rain, nothing written has to stay. Sometimes losing every marker's how you finally find your way. I am careful with advice from people frightened by my change. Some will call the road unsafe because they never left their lane. I have carried old instructions
from a life I outgrew. Rules designed for someone who no longer feels like who I knew. I respect the road behind me. It delivered me this far. But gratitude is not a promise to remain where people are. Blue signs in the rain, nothing written has to stay. Sometimes losing every marker's how you finally find your way. Letters disappear as the water crosses through. I can miss the old direction, still choose something new.
Leave the phone face down. Let the glass become dark. Not every little vibration needs permission in your heart. There are people who can't wait. There are questions for another day. Being reachable to everyone can make your own voice fade. Leave the phone face down. Let the room become your own. You can spend an hour breathing without proving you are home. I have watched the screen become a mirror for my fear. Measured every quiet friendship by how often names appear. But love is not a number, and attention is not care. Some people send 100 words and never truly meet you there. Leave the phone face down. Let the room become your own. You can spend an hour breathing without proving you are home. Tomorrow I will answer with a clearer state of mind. Tonight I keep a little space that nobody else can find.
Last train, no hurry. The platform nearly clear. A paper cup is rolling every time the wind comes near. I used to fear arriving after everybody left, like timing was a measure of the value I possessed. But late does not mean failure. Slow does not will reach the finish without knowing what it cost. Last train, no hurry. There is still a place to sit. I don't need to race the journey, just to say that I completed it. The schedule on the wall has been changed a dozen times. Still the train will reach the city. Still the morning will arrive. I have missed a few connections, taking roads I did not plan. But the person who continued is the reason here I stand. Last train, no hurry. There is still a place to sit. I don't need to race the journey, just to say that I completed. The headlights reach the tunnel. Mellow sings against the rail. I can enter without proving that I never lost the trail. There is one room, but two kinds of silence. Mine is looking for an answer. Yours is asking not to fight it.
I thought you needed distance, so I kept my questions still. You thought I did not notice, so you hid what you could feel.
One room, two silences, both trying to protect. Sometimes care creates a distance when it does not know what comes next. I was not ignoring, I was learning how to stay. Some words become much harder when you fear they will be changed.
I did not need a solution, I just needed you nearby. Not every pain is asking for a reason or reply.
One room, two silences, both trying to protect. Sometimes care creates a distance when it does not know what comes next. We can stop interpreting. We can let the truth be small.
I was frightened you would leave me. I was frightened I would fall.
There is one room, there is space enough for two.
We can speak without repairing. We can simply make it through. let the final rhythm slow. We can carry what it gave us without asking where it goes. Morning reaches through the window, every color becomes light. What was true beneath the neon can remain beyond the night.
Pressure never knocked. It learned the code and let itself inside. Yeah. Sat quietly beside me and started giving orders to my mind. It told me every pause was weakness, every slower day was proof. Somebody else was passing while I stood without a move. I carried it so naturally that people called me calm. They never saw the tension living underneath my palms. Quiet pressure, heavy without sound. You can look completely steady while the room is spinning round. I stopped asking if I earned rest, started asking what it cost to keep moving like a machine every time I felt uncertain or lost. There is discipline in working, but obsession wears the same clothes. One builds something worth protecting, one forgets why the work began to grow. Quiet pressure, heavy without sound. You can look completely steady while the room is spinning round. I made space inside the schedule, left an evening without plans. Nothing broke because I rested, nothing slipped out of my hands. I am learning not to answer every fear that speaks with speed. Some demands are only habits, not instructions I must keep. Tonight the pressure can sit there, I don't have to let it dry. A thought can enter through the doorway without owning the whole night. Strange when you stop visiting it every night. Details lose their edges, people change beneath a different light. I remember certain rooms as if the walls were keeping score, but memory is not a camera, it edits what it cannot hold anymore. I used to drive with one eye backward, trying to understand each turn. Thought the lesson lived in replay, like regret was how a person learned. Rearview static, faces fading into lines. What was real can still be finished, what was mine can leave with time. Some apologies never arrived, some explanations came too late. I kept waiting for a sentence that could reorganize the weight. Then I noticed I was asking people from an older year to provide the kind of closure only distance made appear.
Nobody owes me perfect meaning. Not all endings come with proof. Sometimes peace is simply choosing not to build another room around the truth. Rearview static, faces fading into lines. What was real can still be finished. What was mine can leave with time. Darker, but at least it has not lied. It does not promise understanding, it just opens when I drive. I still remember what it taught me. I just carry it more light. The past can stay behind me without disappearing from my life. The walls are thin tonight. These walls are made of paper. I hear the building live. Water running after midnight. Someone learning to forgive. A child laughing in the hallway. Then a door pulled gently closed. Two people talking softly in a language I don't know. Yeah. Paper walls. Every room contains a world. Every quiet looking window hides a life still being learned. I used to think my problems were the center of the street. Then I heard a stranger crying through the wall beside my sleep. Upstairs someone moves the furniture
At nearly past.
maybe changing where the table stands.
Where doesn't matter.
Feels close enough to being free.
No one name is good for you.
Yeah. Paper walls. Every room contains a world. Every quiet looking window hides a life still being learned. Across the hall, an older man leaves early every day. Never has much he can say. I know almost nothing of him. Still his kindness leaves a mark. Small gestures can become a light inside another person's dark.
Sometimes I hear your footsteps, and I wonder if you're fine. I don't want to cross your distance, but I hope you know there's time. You don't have to tell your story. You don't have to make it clear. It is enough to know another. Human life is somewhere near.
Paper walls. Still we live so far apart. Maybe care begins by knowing every room contains a heart. Listen to the quiet. Let the dust settle. There is no rush. I stopped making major choices in the middle of a storm. Everything looks permanent when fear is keeping you warm. Anger writes convincing letters. Pride can make a weak case strong. A wounded mind can build a story
where everybody else is wrong. So I wait before I answer. Let the first reaction leave. The truth that stays until tomorrow is the one I might believe. Slow burn decisions. Let the heat become a light. Not everything that feels important needs an answer in the night. I have watched one careless sentence change the shape of several years. Watched a rumor become evidence because it matched somebody's fear. Now I ask what I am protecting. Ask what outcome I require. Sometimes justice is the reason. Sometimes ego feeds the fire. I don't call avoidance patience. I still speak when speaking matters. But I choose the kind of language that can hold when anger shatters. There is strength in slowing down before a moment turns to fate. You can still defend your boundaries without becoming what you hate. I'll let the silence cool the metal. Let the motive become clear. Then I choose from what remains when the loudest voice disappears.
Time is borrowed, pace is mine. That took longer than expected for my mind to recognize. Every clock was making comments. Every birthday felt like proof. Every person moving faster made me question what I knew. Then I noticed speed is useless when direction isn't clear. You can reach the wrong location several months before your peers. Time is borrowed, pace is mine. I can move with real intention without racing every sign. I have seen a fast beginning turn to something no one wants. Seen a slower hand build carefully and still be standing when it counts. Some results need repetition. Some identities need years. Some decisions only become right after passing through the fear. I refuse to call it failure when the road requires repair. Changing course is not surrender. It is proof that I am aware. Time is borrowed, pace is mine. I can move with real intention without racing every sign. The clock can keep its numbers. They are useful, not divine. I will respect what time is giving. But the pace remains mine. everything looks clearer when the pressure finally stops. Not because the world is different, but because the noise has dropped. I said things while defending a version of myself that needed to be right more than it needed any help.
The street after rain, every color has a twin. Sometimes seeing what was damaged is where understanding can begin. I heard your explanation, but I listened for attack. Turned each word into a weapon, then responded from the past. You were speaking from the present, I was fighting older rules. It is hard to meet somebody when your fear arrives there first.
I don't need you to excuse me, I don't need the blame to shift. I can own the way I handle it without calling myself finished.
The street after rain, every color has a twin. Sometimes seeing what was damaged is where understanding can begin.
We can leave the road behind us, we can also make repair. Both decisions can be honest when the truth is handled with care.
Traffic cuts the reflection,
Every color moves again.
nothing stays completely broken, nothing returns exactly as it had been. Tired from pretending, tired from being what they need, tired from translating silence for the people who don't read. There is tired from resisting every instinct that says leave, from staying where your body already stopped trying to believe. Then there is a better kind of tired, when the work belongs to you, when the hours take your energy but still return something true. I know both kinds by morning, they sit different in the chest. One makes sleep feel like escape, one makes sleep feel like rest. I have worked inside a purpose that was never really mine. Looked successful in the daylight, felt completely lost at night. Now I choose the smaller projects that can hold my honest name. They may take a little longer, but the effort doesn't feel the same. A better kind of tired, heavy eyes and quiet pride, knowing I did not abandon what was asking me to try. I don't worship being busy, I don't measure worth in strain, but some work can leave you peaceful, even when it leaves you drained. Tonight I close the laptop, let the final screen go black. There is tired that removes you, there is tired that gives you back.
There are messages I wrote that never needed to arrive. They were honest for a minute, but they were not built to survive. Some were written out of anger, some were asking to be seen, some were dressed as explanation with revenge beneath the seams. I left them in the drafts until the morning changed the tone. Read them like another person who had borrowed my phone. Unsent messages, sometimes silence is a choice. Not every true emotion needs immediate voice. I used to call reaction honesty, like speed made something real. But a feeling can be valid without deciding how I deal. I can name what made me angry, I can name what crossed the line, then decide if sending language builds a future I can stand behind. Some words need to be delivered, some boundaries must be clear, but I want my voice directed, not controlled by temporary fear. Unsent messages, sometimes silence is a choice. Not every true emotion needs immediate voice. I deleted half the paragraph, rewrote the part that mattered most, removed the need to wound you, kept the boundary and the truth. Then I waited one more hour. Some messages still need to go, others only need a page where the writer can let go.